All right. I think I am live. I'm sorry. Let me do this here out the way. Tonight, thank you for joining in with me on tonight. I pray to God that there be a word that will be said tonight that will be inspiring to you. I'm trying to see who we have on chat tonight so I'll be able to see who's on with us tonight. But truly, Nancy, how you doing, Nancy? I am truly uh, praying for you and the family in the bereavement of your brother. God knows, I know it's a hurting situation, and it's not easy for us to. We're in pain. How you doing? To get over a loved one, but we all got to leave this old world, and we never know when or where, but we're gonna leave here. Listen, tonight I'm gonna be discussing from the book of Haggai, Haggai 2, chapter 2, verses 1 through 9. I might not be able to cover all of them, but I want to at least give you enough that you'll be able to tonight and be prepared in the morning and feel good um, to be able to have enough strength to deal with the enemy when he comes upon you. Haggai 2, verses 1 through 9. Hey, Mr. Jones, I see that you are there, and thank you for joining in with us. Listen, it was said by Charles Spurgeon in one of his sermons. He said this that Satan is always doing. I want to talk about this overcoming the mountains of disappointment. That's what I want to talk about. Overcoming the mountains of disappointment. Charles Spurgeon said that Satan is always doing his utmost to uh, stop the work of God. He hinders these Jews back in the day of Haggai from building the temple. And today, my brothers and sisters, as quiet as is being kept, he has endeavored to hinder the people of God from spreading the gospel. A spiritual temple, as we know, is to be built for the Most High God. And if by any means the evil one can delay its uprising, he was stop at nothing to stop it. If he can take us off from working with faith and courage for the glory of God, he will be sure to do it. He's very cunning. Most of us might not believe it. He's very cunning. The devil is. And he knows how to change his arguments and yet keep his design. And little Carol, we got to understand how he works. And it makes no difference how he works, but he works. And his work is to try to stop us from doing the work of the Lord. Satan, and I've been on this for the last few weeks. You know, I've been discussing this. John Brown, glad to see you. That Satan only design is to hurt the cause of God. That's his main design, is to hurt the cause of God, to do his what internal work. He has many weapons in his arsenals. Um, he may at one time use greed, another time he used anger, malice, false accusations, steal. At sometimes he uses lusts and evil desires, temptations, or revenge. He used different things. Revenge is something that really um, most people thrive on doing, trying to be revengeful. I'm going to get you back. But of all his weapons, none is sharper than the one he called discouragement. The devil likes to discourage you. And if only he can get the saints of God to despair over their efforts, then his battle is already won. There's so many people get despondent and fall into discouragement when they're doing something for God, but that's the devil that's doing it. And a lot of people don't know that's the devil that's causing you to be discouraged. Uh, it was once advertised in a story that I once heard that the devil was going to put his tools up for sale. And on the day of the sale, the tools was placed for public inspection, the devil's tools. And each one was being marked with its sale price. And there was a lot of tools out there: hatred, envy, jealousy, doubt, lying, pride, and on, and etc. You want to say, to make the long story short, because time won't let me go through all it. But laid apart from the rest of the pile was a harmless looking tool, they said. It was well worn out, and the price was very high. And the name of the tool, one asked uh, by one of the people that wanted to try to purchase the tool, asked the Christian, "What is the name of that tool?" And to his surprise, it said discouragement. Why is it the purchaser say that this price is so high than all the other tools? Because it's more useful, the devil said to me, than any other. The devil said that I can pry open and get inside a person's heart with that one particular tool. And when I cannot get near to them with other tools, now he said, once I get inside, I can make them do what I choose. It was a badly worn out tool because it was used in almost everything in life. My brothers and sisters, that's how the devil works. Once he get inside, he begin to control you. Once he get in your mind, that's the reason Jesus said, "Let this mind be in you, which also is in Christ Jesus." The devil price, and I want you to get this tonight, for discouragement was so high, he never sold it. He still have major tools out there, and he still use it on God's people today. But this disappointment is one of the key things that he used to stop the work in God's kingdom. Disappointment is the thing of this passage that Haggai was dealing with. The people in Israel time doing the ministry, let me give you the history of the prophet Haggai, are disappointed and discouraged. Many years in 586 BC, the Babylonians had invaded Israel. They had taken the people away to Babylon uh, in captivity. The Babylonians had destroyed Solomon's temple. And after 50 years, some of the people were allowed to return to Israel. And when they arrived, they began the process of rebuilding their temple. The work stopped after just a short time because of opposition from the Samaritans. For 16 years, the temple remained unfinished. And then God raised up a prophet by the name of Haggai to call the people back to their task of rebuilding the temple. My brothers and sisters, Haggai writes to them to challenge them and to encourage them to carry on. And this is what I'm trying to say tonight to those of you that's listening to me. We got to carry on. Regardless of how the devil comes at you and how he tries to bring despondency in your life, you got to carry on. Yes, the same people, they looked at the temple they were building now, and it seemed to be an embarrassment to them compared to how the temple used to look before. It seemed so small, excuse me, and so shabby comparing to the wonderful temple that was destroyed by Nebuchadnezzar. This scene is described in Israel 3. Write this down. Israel 3, 9, and 13. These people, and I want you to get this word, look back and they remember the past. Remembering the past is not always a bad thing, but they chose to live in the past, and that is never good. All they could consider was with how things used to be, and they had no interest in how things were right now. How many people that you know are still living in the past? They're always talking about how it used to be, and I remember this and that. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with remembering the past, but don't live in the past. See, I've been saved and in the church at Pearly Gate for 44 years. And I'm the first to admit that the church of 2026 is not the same as the church in 1982 when I first came to Pearly Gate. Many things have changed in the last 44 years. And some of you have been around a lot longer than me, per se, like Brother Holmes and that be on with me, Betty Jones, and those people that still with me, Mother Harding, been around a long time. And sometimes, my brothers and sisters, we are so tied to the past that we have no interest in the future. And that's what's hurting us. Some of us have no interest in the future. We're not concerned about the future, making things better. That's the reason why a lot of us act the way we act, because we living for right now. We're not living uh, to try to live to change the future, make things better. See, our focus. Yeah, my sound is gone. on this. Okay.